10 says, thus saith the Lord God, it shall come to pass that at the same time shall these come into thy mind, and thou shalt think an evil thought. Church, our brain is a container, brilliantly created to house our mind. Without our mind, the brain is just there. Our mind processes and it stores. From the day that you were born up until now, every single thought has been processed and stored into your minds. Everything we have heard, everything we have read, and everything we have seen is stored into our mind. Our brain has these branches. They branch out just like a tree. These branches are your memory. All the words that you are hearing me say are going to these branches, and you are memorizing it all. Right now, your little branches are like reaching and stretching, and there's these little railroad tracks that look like they're clicking, and they're memorizing. Our minds are perfectly created because they were created by the Master Creator Himself, the Creator of the universe, and everything in it. In Genesis, the first chapter, the 26th verse, and God said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness, without iniquity and without unrighteousness. And Deuteronomy 32:4 said, He is the rock. His work is perfect. You are His work. All of His ways are just, and a God of truth, and without iniquity, just and right is He. The word iniquity in Hebrew is evil, which means evil. Iniquity is perverseness. For those of you who do not know what that means, it is grumpiness. Grumpiness is evil. It robs you from the joy of the Lord. Iniquity is unjust. It's a violation of somebody's rights. It's a violation of somebody's rights. Against any person is evil. Iniquity is unrighteousness, and iniquity is wickedness. Proverbs 23:7 says, for as he thinketh in his heart, so is he. Is there iniquity in your hearts tonight? Psalms 92:15 to show that the Lord is upright. He is my rock, and there is no righteousness in him. Let us make man in our image after our likeness, the same as we are after our love, but we are he can be also. Every single cell in your body was created by him for him. Tonight, church, we have to grasp the understanding of how perfectly we are designed. We are designed to worship and to love Jesus and to love each other. Our mind has these mechanisms that react. We hear about going to church, or when we hear we are going to a revival, those mechanisms start to click. It's like a spark plug. We start to get excited. We get happy. The young start to spark. The serotonin system clicks on. It gets picked on by laughter and happiness, the best medicine. The body automatically goes into a healing mode. The body miraculously heals itself. The fruits of the Spirit become present. Love and joy and peace, long-suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, and temperance. Worry and stress and anxiety are all roots of toxins. They produce sickness in the body. The toxic zone is where the enemy lurks. This is where he takes up his residence, and the toxin is the mind. Toxin is caused by poison, or toxin is a poisonous substance produced by metabolic activities of living organisms that are usually unstable. James 1:8 says, a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. James 4:8 says, draw nigh to God, and he will draw nigh to you. Cleanse your hands, you sinners, and purify your hearts, you double-minded. In Greek, the word double-minded is pronounced dipsycho, double-dumb. Cancer and arthritis are products of toxins. The way you act or the way you react, the way you think is what causes stress. Our minds are not designed for toxins. You control your mind does not control you. 2 Corinthians 10:5 says, casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of God, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Christ. You have the power and the freedom to control your decisions. When you choose to gossip, you choose to murder. When you choose to allow toxin into your heart, you choose to take a step away from God. Your first step away from God is your first step into darkness. When you reject God, you reject His love. When you reject love, then all you have left is hate. Matthew 22:37, Jesus says, thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, with all thy soul, with all thy mind. The very first and great commandment, keeping your mind occupied with the things of God. Because when the enemy gets in here, he destroys everything. He starts that wedge, the twisted serpent, the serpent of separation that is a work in the church in these last days. Take heed that you don't be deceived by this serpent of wickedness in your marriage, in your relationships with the children of God. Block yourself from the vengeance of the enemy. Leviathan's crooked, sneaky, and wicked path can be traced from the serpent in the garden to the dragon of the book of Revelation. The same spirit The separated man from God is still at work today. But thank God that He has given us authority to trample on serpents and scorpions. Merry men, learn your wives. Leviathan the serpent deceived the wicked half. His strategies are always at work. Clearly. Pay attention, church. Leviathan's mission is to destroy the lives of God's people by dividing them, by starting a wedge, the wicked spirits of jealousy, envy, backbiting, gossiping, laziness, rebellion. And I'm sure the list goes on. All these spirits fall under Leviathan's authority. To what authority do you submit yourself to that to? The name Leviathan comes from the root word that means to twist. One of the primary tactics. This is the way he attacks, like a crocodile. Under the water, Leviathan approaches his prey, sliding just under the surface. When the moment is right, it strikes. Explosively. With one aim, wham! He's got you. Taking the hold of his victim and twisting them apart. We call it backsliding. Why does he target relationships? Our connection with each other are critical. They deliver the love and the power we need to fulfill our destinies. Did you hear me, church? We need each other. There's no time for nonsense and gossiping, etc. There's a war going on. The church is under attack. Christians are under attack. We need the power of unity. Paul is the body of Christ as these are supplied. Ephesians 4:16 says, from whom the whole body fitly joined together and compacted by that which every spirit supplies according to the effectual working in the measure of every part, make it increase for the body into the edifying of itself in love. Dislocated spiritual roots are painful and disabling to our unity as a church, a real coup for the enemy. Beloved, the word twisting is central to Leviathan's operation. David complained of his enemies in Psalm 56:5. They're always twisting what I say. In Genesis 3, verses 4 and 5, the serpent defeated Eve by twisting God's word. Did God really mean that? You won't surely die if you will treat. Adam and Eve were quickly divided from God and each other, and the fallout was devastating. Separation in sex relationships, subtly, cuddly. A wife wonders, what did my husband mean by that? We have to be careful about playing around with each other and joking around with each other, because with the right amount of demonic spin, confusion, and suspicion are sown between the best of friends. The enemy twists things just a little bit more each time. And if we don't discern it, things snap. Even the apostles fell into a spirit of division. They fell over some creations over unimportant matters. Let's read Acts 15:36.
Andy, can you bring me a little table?
Acts 15:36. It says, some days after, Paul said unto Barnabas, let us go again and visit our brethren in every city where we have preached the word of the Lord and see how they do. And Barnabas determined to take with him John, whose surname was Mark, but Paul thought not good to take him with him. We departed from them to Baca and went not with him to work, and the contention was so sharp between them that they departed asunder one from the other. So Barnabas took part, and self-temperance, and Paul chose sides to depart, and recommended by the brothers to the grace of God. The rhythm of brethren is always the same. Twisting and separation. Twisting and separation. And you never see it coming. I was shocked when the house talk. Jesus is coming back for his church, and he's not coming back for a church that is full of toxins.
Amen.
Everyone that all bitterness and wrath and anger and clamor, and he will speak, put away from you with all malice. Malice is desire to cause injury or distress to another brother or sister, and be kind one to another, even as God for Christ's sake has forgiven you. Are you ready to stand before the judgment?
Preach.
Are you ready to be presented a Christ's glorious church, not having spot or wrinkle or any such thing?
This is your
But
future, Nelly. Get
that
ready.
it should be wholeness, without blemish, without confusion, without laziness, without gossiping, without pride or arrogance.
Amen.
Bitterness or resentment.
Preach.
You rebel. Are you conformed to the ways of the wicked perverse world? Romans 12:2 says, and be not conformed to this world.
But be transformed by the renewing of the mind, that you may prove what is that good and perfect will of God.
Don't listen to that crazy Paul here, man. Let's go get high. Let's just go get a drink and get drunk. Or do you have a blaming spirit? Is there always somebody else's fault?
Not like your fault.
Is there always somebody else's responsibility? Change the trash bags to their
What do you have in here?
food? Oh, it's not
Rock?
my responsibility.
More drugs in here now?
I didn't need the water bottles there. It don't matter.
Yeah, Nelly.
It don't matter. It's the house of God. It's everybody. Let me tell you something tonight, church. As you be born born again, you cannot enter into the kingdom of heaven. That's like a newborn baby. What baby Manny? Baby Manny. First two. Right now, our minds and our hearts are deep. There is no sin being committed. There is no toxins being developed. His mind and his heart are pure, sanctified, holy. There is no evil presence. The demons flee it. Because there is no room for demonic presence when your mind and heart are occupied in the love of Christ.
Amen.
And this is the type of love we must have for each other. We must have the same passion towards each other and for the lost souls, rather than a sense of a forced obligation to God.
Amen.
We have to have the same love that Jesus had for you on that day. When he was led as a sheep to the slaughter, like a lamb dumb before the shearer, he opened not his mouth. Not once did he complain. Not once did he blame. No, he did it for you. Because he loves you, because God love. He does not want anyone to eat tonight to perish. The question is, what word do you hear on Judgment Day? I'm done. What will you say? Depart from me, all you workers of